Somehow you're in Disney and you haven't paid to be here today. You've just walked in for free.
So we woke up.
It's a Magic Kingdom kind of day today.
If you don't know why we're celebrating that we woke up, you watch our previous video that we're doing drinking around the world in Epcot. I was a little bit concerned to do Magic Kingdom after that. But everything was fine. We woke up.
Not feeling too hungover.
No, we're not. So we woke up in time to get the bus at 7 in our hotel. We're staying in a Disney partner hotel that gives us access to the early entrance. So the park is open at 9. For us, it opened at 8:30. We got the 7 o'clock bus. And we arrived at Magic Kingdom now. We're going to wait by the gates until they let us in the park.
Should we go to the monorail?
Everyone can enter Magic Kingdom earlier and stay in the main street, so you can take pictures. Some of the restaurants that are
Spend
open.
money in the shops.
Since we have the access to the early entrance, they just scan our tickets and we could go to Tomorrowland or Fantasyland. We're going to Fantasyland because our plan today is go straight to Seven Dwarfs. We're not gonna make the same mistake we did yesterday. So today we have everything planned. We're going to Seven Dwarfs. Doesn't matter how big is the queue, we're gonna stay there.
We don't have TRON yet.
We tried from 6:55. I was updating, refreshing the page, and we still couldn't make it. We're gonna try again at 1 p.m. At least we can use these first hours of the park.
Yeah, at least we don't need to worry about trying to get to a
like yesterday.
Guardians. My thoughts on Seven Dwarfs. I would say it's the most uncomfortable train that I've ever been on.
It's not uncomfortable, but it's small.
It's tight.
So for me it was perfect, for Marcus it wasn't.
And I think because it's based on rides, you put your bag in the middle, it kind of crushed my legs in between. I could not fit my legs in. The ride itself, enough about the bags. I enjoyed it. I think it felt really smooth, like the swinging.
It is really, really smooth.
It didn't feel like a gimmick. I didn't know if it would be a gimmick, but it didn't feel like a gimmick. It felt like a point for the rides to be like that.
Talking about the ride itself, I still prefer Big Thunder Mountain over Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah, I do as well. But I think this fits in the park really well.
Yeah, it has a great theming. There are some indoor parts. I like the way that when it ends on the brake run while you're waiting to go back to the station, there is a little bit of theming that you can see, like the Snow White and the...
I'm going to say something a bit strange. When we were in that bit with the theming, we had to turn our heads quite a lot. And I almost felt like it was because we were on the front row.
Every ride that we asked for the front, they let us wait for the front. There wasn't like a queue for the front anywhere.
It's just wait until the next
train.
train.
It's almost like people don't ask for that. And most of the rides in Disney, I feel like they are front row type of rides because there is a lot of theming.
Because when we were on the brake run, it was hard to see Snow White dancing with the dwarfs with our heads turning. Whereas if we're in the middle, we might have got like a better. But then that's only the brake run.
Yeah, I don't think there was a problem. I think I could see it fine. We're in the front. You feel more immersive.
I enjoyed it. I think it's a good fit.
Right now it's on 120 minutes, so it's definitely a very good ride to go in the beginning of the day. Just go straight to it in the morning. Now we're going on Big Thunder because it's on 10. So we just did Big Thunder Mountain. It's good.
Yeah, it's a classic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's better than I remember. It's really long.
The theming is great. The ride is not too intense. It's not like an intense...
No, but it had some good elements. I like the helix. I like the little airtime hills. It was a really good thing that we came here after Seven Dwarfs because the queue was not long at all. It was actually
10 minutes?
Yeah, 10-15 minutes. Our strategy was just getting Seven Dwarfs first, and then we're constantly checking the app to see how the queues are like. So we saw that this one was in 10 minutes, so we just came here. Now we're gonna check what is the best option. So we decided to go to the Barnstormer because it's only 10 minutes. Like, we both count credits. We always want to do every coaster in the parks.
About 17 years ago I got this one. If you can't remember it, is it really a credit?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the longest queue I've ever seen for teacups. No.
One thing that I noticed here between yesterday and today, the queues are always longer than they say. Sometimes much longer.
Yeah. Disney are not very good at accurately explaining what time the queues are.
On the app and on the actual queue, the waiting time that they say
So
there.
if it says an hour, expect to be an hour and 20.
Like yesterday for Ratatouille, when we joined the queue, it was saying 70 minutes. So we did the whole kettle pan. By the time we were entering the indoor, the queue was actually shorter and they changed it for 140 minutes. So now the queue is shorter than it was before and it's like double the time. And it ended up being like 90 minutes, so neither of them was right. So now they said 10 minutes for Barnstorm.
About 20 minutes, I would have thought.
We're going to make a filial magic. It's a good thing that we did 7 doors first thing in the morning because it's closed now for maintenance.
Yeah, lucky on that one.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's like a 4D movie that is going through a lot of Disney classic movies, singing the songs of these classic movies. It's well done considering how old it is.
Yeah, the 180 screen is what surprised me, and I think it's seamless the way the show building looks and builds into it.
Now we're going to Pirates of the Caribbean. Everything that we haven't done yet. It's 1 hour, so we're choosing the queue depending on how much we need to be on the sun. We were going to do the Haunted Mansion, but that queue is off. It's 10 a.m. now, it's kind of hot, and we want to avoid that for now, so we're doing Pirates. This is why we choose this queue. Most amount of the queue is covered. Another one that is good if it's hot is the 7 Dwarfs. Oh, I was cold on that queue in the morning.
They had a lot of plans on that.
So you know the question I'm asking now. Pirates of the Caribbean or Pirates of Batavia?
Pirates and Batavia, easy. It's not even a question, I don't think. Pirates and Batavia, the second you get in the queue line, you're immersed in this world of pirates. This queue, there was no immersion until you got into the station. Everything in Pirates of the Caribbean just didn't match up to Pirates and Batavia. The thing is, what we have to understand is Pirates and Batavia has been newly renovated after the fire at Europa Park. A lot of stuff has been updated, and it has been updated so well. I just think Pirates and Batavia has a better story, better animatronics, better set pieces, better effects. There's one part in Pirates and Batavia that I love where you're going through to the next room and there's water dropping down. They played a projection of birds and then a crocodile snapping up and eating the bird. Little effects like that that Pirates and Batavia just kept outdoing. And I just didn't feel like Disney had the full immersion. And then I got on an escalator to leave. That really was out of the immersion. It just felt like I was completely out of the immersion. Still loved it. Seeing all this Jack Sparrow stuff in there, it was so cool to see. So I absolutely loved it. But if I had to do a comparison, I would go to Europa Park.
Go check Europa Park to ride Pirates of Batavia. So where we go now? Should we go to Tomorrowland?
Yeah, let's go to Tomorrowland.
We just did Monster Inc. left floor.
It was quite funny. It's quite clever the way it's the animation on the screen, but they are interacting in real time.
It's really well done. I don't even know how they do that.
No, I know. It's very impressive.
Because it's a screen with the characters from Monster Inc. They started there. Everyone is watching a show and they are trying to tell jokes to make us laugh because this is how they get the power from. It's interactive. Sometimes I was not fully understanding. I usually understand English quite well, but because of the jokes.
Yeah, it was all puns. And there was stuff that you needed to know.
So the problem is they keep asking people to talk to them. and they put you on the screen, I was just terrified that they're gonna call me and I wouldn't understand what they were
I
saying.
hate that whole aspect of waiting the whole time, like, please don't pick me, please don't pick me.
Yeah, so if you're shy, if you don't like that type of thing, just keep this ride. But it's actually quite fun.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. I did the pop.
Yeah, I did like that. Now it's almost 1 p.m. We're trying to decide what to do. We want to play safe. At 1 p.m. it's going to be the next window for booking the virtual queue for TRON, and we need that. We cannot miss that. We could join the queue and try to do this from the queue, but...
We both decided we'll wait and then do it outside the queue.
Yeah, because sometimes when you're inside the queue, the internet's not great. We were thinking about doing Space Mountain now, but the queue is all indoors. It's 15 minutes for 1 p.m. now. I just decided to go on the app and try the virtual queue. And I realized that it was just only available for Marcus, it was not available for me. Marcus just realized that when I was scanning my magic pen to enter the park, something went wrong.
It just stayed the same colour, but the staff didn't stop.
Usually it just turns green. Mine turned blue. I thought it was weird, but I was like, they just let me in, so I just got in. But apparently something went wrong and
it didn't stand coming into the park.
Yeah, so I'm here without a ticket, so I don't even know how they let me
Yeah, so
in the
somehow
park.
you're in Disney and you haven't paid to be here today. You've just walked in for free.
I'm so glad that we realized that before 1 p.m. So this is another advice. Before the opening time, before 7 or 1 p.m., just go into the app, check if everything's okay, because if it's not, you have time to fix it. So now we're running to the entrance of the park. I'm just gonna try to scan my magic band to let them know that I'm in the park so I can get the virtual queue. I'm trying to get the virtual queue for TRON, and it's saying that I'm not in the park. We got it. It's so stressful. When you're trying in the morning, it's a bit stressful because obviously you want to get it. But when you're trying on the 1 p.m., it's so stressful because if we miss this one, there's no other option. If you're staying in one of the luxury hotels from Disney, there is extended hours at the end of the day and there's another group at 6 p.m. that opens. But our hotel is not one of the luxury hotels, unfortunately, so we don't have that option. So basically that's the last option. I mean, we could buy a Lightning Land.
So one thing I've noticed, which is really annoying, it doesn't say what time. Yesterday's did, Guardians of the Galaxy did. This has no rough idea what time. So
now it's groups 59 to 69 and our group is 154. So we have time.
Yeah.
So now we're doing Space Mountain. We just saw on the app that Space Mountain is temporarily closed. Our strategy is going to be, we're going to Tomorrowland. There's a couple of rides that we want to do that has no queue. We're just going to stay in the area and be checking to see if it goes back open, because when it does, we have a chance to do with less queues.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a dream away.
We went on Carousel of Progress now.
no.
Oh, shut up.
No, I was yawning because I'm tired.
Space Mountain is still closed. Should we go to the TRON area?
Yeah, so we're going to go check out the TRON area for the first time now.
We might have a chance to do TRON at night because the groups are moving really slowly. We have a group that is so far away from the one that they're boarding now. So hopefully we're getting to do TRON at night. We just did Carousel of Progress and I love that ride. I know a lot of people hate it. Some people think it's boring and people say that it has an annoying song. I love that song.
I like the song.
It's like a rotating theater. Walt Disney did it for the World's Fair. So it's all made by Walt Disney. They were updating it through time, but it's still a really classic ride. And I think it's just worth doing. It's cool to have something that he made it. So this is the TRON area now. I think it looks really cool, especially when you see Space Mountain perfectly framed between Tron.
We wanted to go check it out during the day because it's good to see it during the day and at night.
I definitely think it's gonna be a better ride at night than during the day because of all the lights, and it makes sense to be at night. I wanted to do the PeopleMover, but it makes no sense to do the PeopleMover while Space Mountain is still down, because the best part is when it goes inside Space Mountain, so I want to go once Space Mountain is open. Oh, the parade. Here on Casey's Corner is the restaurant right on Main Street. They have complimentary water and it's cold. So the parks
The
have
water dispensers.
through the whole park, but the water is usually really warm.
Yeah, it's not
This one
great.
is cold.
These were in like a cool box, a little tap.
You can also ask for water and ice in all of the food kiosks, but we usually don't want to waste time queuing because they're always so crowded with people. Haunted Mansion. This one, for a change, I think it was quicker than it was saying. It was saying 55 minutes.
Yeah.
We didn't queue 55 minutes. I love that ride. It's another classic as well.
I think it's great because it's got a story. It feels like the story is complete.
It's really well done. I love the effects. I love the pre-show when they extend the roof. That's one of the best pre-shows of the ride that I've done.
And the room with the dancing ghosts, that's the best for me.
We always have big queues, but I think it's worth it. It's not meant to be scary. It's just really well done. We went right after the parade, so there was a lot of people on the parade. As soon as we joined the queue got way bigger. So where are we going now?
We've got the Hall of Presidents. I want to see some creepy animatronics maybe.
So last time I was here, my brother was the whole day trying to get me to go to the Hall of Presidents, and I managed to escape that.
So you didn't?
Apparently not this time. No, I never done this.
Well, we've just walked past it, so...
Okay, I'll give it a try. Like, I love Carousel of Progress, so let's see how it goes. There is something really wrong with Tomorrowland today. Every ride here in Tomorrowland at some point of the day was closed. So we went to Astro and they closed it. We're almost there, so we decided to wait. Marcus wanted a pretzel, so we got a pretzel for the queue.
Shaped like Mickey.
Yeah, we're just gonna eat in the queue now. We're still waiting for Space Mountain. We ended up not doing Hall of Presidents because we decided to come here while it's still during the daylight.
I'm gonna rip Mickey's ear off. Have some of that, Mickey.
This is our review of the pretzel. The pretzel is good, but the cheddar that comes with the pretzel is not great. It tastes weird. Every time a ride breaks when you're in the queue, you always need to do the decision if you stay or if you leave the queue. In this case, we're gonna be the next ones. Marcus was hungry, he wanted to go get something to eat anyway. The place that he got pretzels is right here. Jump at this fence, got the pretzel, come here, like we're sitting, we're eating.
We're in shelter, Space Mountain are directly opposite us.
If it opens, we're just gonna run there. We just finished our pretzel and they have reopened now. So we're going on us.
2 please.
It's really cool. You can control it to go up and down, and it's already like on the top of something. You need to take an elevator to come here. We have some really nice views of the park.
No one waves back.
We just left Astro Orbiter and Space Mountain is open. It's already on 30 minutes.
I'll take a 30-minute queue.
30 minutes on Space Mountain is amazing.
I love Space Mountain.
It's really good.
Main queue is now on 70 minutes. We did it in just under 30.
If there's something
like-
that is close that we want to go that tends to be big queues, keep an eye on the app the whole time like we did, because as soon as it's open, you're gonna have the chance to do it with less queues. It worked for us, and I really want to do it again.
Yeah, I
actually.
know.
Maybe later.
If later this evening the queue
Yeah.
goes down, I'd be so tempted.
So about the ride itself, it's an indoor coaster that you're in space. It's a dwelling coaster, so there's two of them. The coaster is actually really long. Because you're in the dark, you don't know what's going on. It creates like a
I
perception
think the
of
stars and the effect of the stars and the space, it really helps to make it feel like you're going faster.
Yes,
Indoor
exactly.
coasters always feel like they go faster to me.
Last time I was here, something weird happened. I went first thing in the morning. The stars were not on, so it was just a coaster in the dark. It was really weird. So I did not have the chance to ride it on the stars. When it's in the stars, it's amazing. Now we're doing the last ride that we still have to do on Tomorrowland, which is the PeopleMover. We're gonna be really careful now on what we're doing because
We just need to be careful we don't want to miss TRON.
yeah, that's the annoying thing about the virtual queue. You're kind of trapped without knowing what you can do.
I get this a lot at Europa Park. You'll get on the virtual queue and you end up spending your whole day planning around that, making sure you're in the area and just waiting around.
Yeah, because
You
we
waste
know
some-
the time on the rides here. You cannot trust them. I'm afraid to go on a ride, queue like 40 minutes, and then I'm gonna be called for TRON, and I don't know how much more I need to queue to actually go on the ride that I'm in the queue for. I don't want to waste 40 minutes and then just leave. We're doing the PeopleMover.
This is the
It's like a monorail that goes over Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland is a land that
For your
is
safety,
really cool
if you
at
have
night.
wings-
Oh, drones are
Greetings,
really
intergalactic
cool.
travel.
I do like this ride. I know a lot of people don't like it.
So go ahead and explore tomorrow.
It's a little bit boring.
See you in the future.
But I think it's really cool. We pass through all the rides from Tomorrowland. And you have a really cool view. The queue is not that long. If you have time, I think it's worth doing. We're going to Under the Sea now, the Little Mermaid ride. Peter Pan is dropping. We have a chance to go on these rides with less queue on the end of the day, while people are watching the fireworks show. Usually, I prefer going to rides instead of watching a show, but I really do feel like
It's
the
Magic
Magic
Kingdom,
Kingdom
is what I'm
show,
thinking.
it's worth it. So it's our turn now. The fireworks show just ended and we were called for TRON. as the TRON, I love the first launch.
See, I think the first launch is great.
The outdoor part here is so cool. At night, it's amazing.
I love the lighting.
The indoor part, it's good, but it didn't blow my mind.
I'm glad that there was more parts indoors. I heard it was very short, and I kept seeing how quick they were
Yeah,
dispatching
it's longer
cars.
than I was thinking
Yeah.
that it's gonna be.
Yeah, it was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be.
I prefer Guardians.
I don't know. I actually really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Guardians. I don't know if I've got a favourite at the moment. Probably Guardians, but not by an awful lot.
What is the best in the park?
I do really like Space Mountain. I do prefer this. You've got to give it. I mean, the launch, the beaming, the setup, it is quite impressive. I really like the thing. I think it looks amazing. But I've never watched the TRON films, and even though I've been on this, I'm still not interested to watch the TRON films.
But it's an amazing teaming for a coaster, and it fits Tomorrowland so well.
I think it's a great addition. This park needed this.
What do you think about the train comparing to the other?
Well, like booster bikes, like Tomorrowland. That's the prototype model of this, and these trains felt a lot more comfier when you first got on, but when you rode, I didn't really notice too much difference in comfort. One thing I noticed is how thick the track feels as compared to booster bikes. Booster bikes feel really thin compared to it. I like how thick the track is on this. Thicker track just makes it feel more epic.
I thought it was so good to do it in the dark. All these lights, you cannot see this during the day.
It's a night ride.
Like everything else, they let you queue for the front. So the first time that we actually had a queue for the front row, but it's worth it because it has a lot of teaming, like everything on Disney. We were called right after the fireworks. We went on the Little Mermaid, then we done the Jungle Cruise. By the time we left Jungle Cruise, the fireworks was starting. We kind of tried to walk around the park, find like a good spot for the fireworks. If you want to watch the fireworks, you need to be there a little earlier.
Yeah, you need to get there early for that.
Otherwise, you're gonna
busy.
try to. They're really serious about not letting you stay on the paths to the show. You need to be in the designed areas for that. So we kind of missed the show. We watched it from the sides, and then by the time the show was over, they called us our number, so we just ran here. So now we still have a couple of hours in the park, so we're just gonna do some other rides. It's a small world now. We're doing Peter Pan, was in 65 minutes. So it's a small world. Right in front, and it's going in 5.
Happy to sit down.
Park's closed now.
Yeah, 11 p.m. That's a long day.
It was a really good day at the park. We did everything that we wanted. After TRON, we went on It's a Small World.
We went to go on Peter Pan, but It's a Small World was on 5 minutes opposite. We quickly jumped on that. Then we jumped on Peter Pan. That was only like 20 minutes
Yeah,
in the
it
end,
was
20,
pretty.
25 minutes. And then we had spare time, so we came back and did the Omega on Space Mountain.
We did all the main rides, and we did a re-ride on Space Mountain. We didn't queue over an hour for anything. The main rides, we queued almost an hour.
Well, I think we played it sensible with like all the queues that we picked.
Yeah.
By the time we went on Jungle Cruise, it was 30 minutes, not even that.
And most important, I managed to avoid Hall of Presidents. I would be intrigued to do it. It's a 25-minute show with animatronics about the presidents of the United States. I do like animatronics rides, so I have done in the past like the Tiki show, whatever, and the Country Bear Jamboree. I would like to do them too today, but like they were like secondary rides, so I don't care skipping on them.
Obviously, the big concern at the beginning of the day is when we didn't get the TRON at the
Yeah.
beginning, but that worked out to be brilliant because we got the night ride.
Because I would never purposely not gonna try to get it in the morning because it's too risky not getting in the afternoon.
Or if you want to spend an extra $15, $20 and get the lightning lane for the evening, but we didn't want to do that because we're
Yeah.
doing Disney on a budget, and it's their Christmas event, so we've got the Christmas lights up now.
So now we're getting back to the hotel, and tomorrow we're gonna be at Animal Kingdom.